Right now, presenting final concepts for the future of the Lake Monona waterfront. A closer look at what's included.
Plus, longtime employees at the Portage Energizer plant expressing their concerns about the future of the company.
And later, the major public safety issues amid an ongoing prosecutor shortage across Wisconsin. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. And thanks for joining us tonight. Another fresh layer of snow blanketing the Madison area this evening. Nothing too crazy, but certainly feels like January weather after a bit of a warm start to the new year. And this weekend, we're also expecting more snow. So much, in fact, our weather team has declared an alert day.
We'll check in with Gary Canalti in just a couple of minutes. First tonight, it's often referred to as one of the most scenic streets in the city of Madison, John Nolan Drive, connecting the southwest shore of Lake Monona to downtown, and it may soon be getting a major makeover. These photos represent how design teams hope to transform it, an ambitious vision for a reimagined Lake Monona waterfront. The project will reimagine the waterfront from Olin Park to Law Park, including the area surrounding the Monona Terrace. 3 design teams are presenting their final proposals for a reimagined lakefront at Madison Central Library tonight.
Now, Braden Ross is there with more details on what comes next. Braden?
Yeah, these teams have been working on these designs for about 4 months now. And tonight we are finally getting to see what they've come up with, and they're asking for your feedback.
We have to start somewhere, and this is a great foundation for where we're going to go in the future.
After 14 weeks of hard work, these are the plans 3 design teams came up with to transform the Lake Monona waterfront from Olin Park to Law Park.
And this is really important to Madison.
The Lake Monona Waterfront Design Challenge was created with a few goals in mind: make the lake more accessible, improve its water quality, and preserve its history from the Ho-Chunk Nation to Frank Lloyd Wright.
Right now, it's really not accessible. It's also sort of really hardscaped, so we want to soften the scape and get more people so they can touch the water. If they can touch it, they can love it.
It's everything from beaches to boardwalks and waterfront restaurants to amphitheaters. Madison Park's Public Information Officer Ann Shea says tonight's presentations are just the beginning.
And there will be funding, whether that's public, private, grants. Where does that funding come from? Those are all conversations to happen in the future.
But while this project is still years away from reality, the city is also starting a renovation of John Nolan Drive in 2026. Executive Director of Clean Lakes Alliance, James Fye, says this means some changes could come sooner.
This is your time to say, hey, I really like some of those things that they were doing on John Nolan Drive, because those things will be built in 2026 if you want our community to do it.
Monona Terrace.
And first, you'll have till March 23rd to share your opinion in an online survey on the city's website. Then the project's ad hoc committee will make a final decision and present that to the Common Council in August.
All right, Braden, thank you. And next tonight, we're keeping an eye on the forecast, as we said, as we get closer to the weekend, expecting more accumulating snowfall. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Eric, so far the snowfalls that we've been getting over the last couple of days have just been very light, an inch or 2 in most areas even less than that. But as we take a look at the time lapse from the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam early this morning, there were some flurries and some light snow showers along with fog. And then watch what happens late in the afternoon. Boom, the skies start to clear out in the west. Although there is a low layer of clouds, you can't really see it right on the western horizon, so that clearing will be short-lived. And you can see to the west some snow already pushing into parts of western Minnesota. That'll be in here already by tomorrow morning. 6-hour future track radar shows that snow up to about the Twin Cities by around midnight, and probably will be around Madison by about 6 a.m. So it'll be clipping along pretty quickly. Temperatures right now, mid-20s in Madison and areas to the east where there's cloud cover. Where skies are clearing to the west, those temperatures have dropped into the teens. Here in Dane County right now, 22 degrees in the town of Perry, 24 in Mount Horeb, but to the east, 25 in Sun Prairie and 25 in Deerfield. Look for mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will drop off into the upper teens with a little bit of clearing for a time this evening, but then skies will turn cloudy overnight. Some snow is on the way for tomorrow, and then on Saturday as well. In fact, we do have an alert day in the forecast for Saturday and Saturday night for accumulating snow. I'll tell you how much we can expect in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. And new tonight, the Justice Department filing a complaint against the Wisconsin Department of Veteran Affairs alleging Title 12 discrimination when it offered a woman a lower salary than similarly or less qualified men for the same job. Title 12 is a federal statute that prohibits compensation and other forms of employment discrimination on the basis of sex, race, color, national origin, and religion.
A week after the Teamsters Union Local 695 claimed Energizer will close its Portage and Fenimore plants, union reps have been gathering outside of them to spread the word to the 600 workers they represent. The company itself has been vague on its future plans over the next few years, but News 3 Now caught up with one of the employees as they clocked out today, who says Energizer sent them a message saying they were consolidating, and he believes that means he will lose his job. Tonight at 10, Arman Rahman has more on that worker's concerns about what the town will lose if the plant closes.
Next at 6, a 34-year-old man from rural Iowa County facing tentative charges after a shooting last night. Deputies say a female was taken to the hospital and is still in critical condition. It happened in the town of Wyoming, and investigators are calling it an isolated incident. Everyone, including pets, are accounted for tonight after a house fire in Sun Prairie this morning broke out at a duplex on Manley Road just off Georgia O'Keeffe Memorial Highway. Crews say they responded quickly and were able to knock it down within 5 minutes once they got on scene. Damage estimates are about $175,000.
And a pretty scary scene today near McFarland after a semi-truck overturned near a roundabout. No one was hurt when the truck slid off of Highway N, but debris from the truck prompted lane closures in the area. Currently, it is unclear if road conditions played any role in this crash. And an open investigation tonight in rural Greene County after a body is pulled from the Fox River. Investigators say they found tracks leading to some broken ice and open water. This is in the town of Princeton. Using an underwater camera, first responders found the body in the river. A news release did not provide details as to the person's identity, but said they were pronounced dead at the scene. Wisconsin courtrooms are in a crisis. That's how some are describing a shortage of Wisconsin prosecutors.
But how do you fix that shortage? Political reporter Will Keneally joins us with the answer tonight. Will?
That's right. So the problem is if we don't have prosecutors, it drags out the criminal justice system, which has an impact on victims and even witnesses. We've heard a lot from advocates. Prosecutors' salaries need to be raised. The former Dodge County DA, who retired earlier this month, is pushing for a starting salary of $70,000. It's about 15 grand more than where it is now. But there's more that can be done, as former police officer turned state senator Van Wangard explains.
Make it easier for them to carry credits from one college to another. I mean, there's a whole bunch of areas that we can help to make things smoother for the individual that's looking to get into that field.
He says that part of the equation also is keeping existing prosecutors, retaining that built-up knowledge base. Now, any increase in prosecutor salary will have to be part of the state budget process, which starts next month. Wangard says that they are still working out some of those details on the proposal that would include that salary raise.
Will, thank you. And more local news now. Dane County Regional Airport says it will soon be adding another nonstop option to the nation's capital. It already has a direct flight to Reagan National through Delta Airlines. The airport announced today it'll add a second flight through American Airlines. And flights will start in June, but the tickets are already available. Still ahead tonight, a local nonprofit receiving a major grant today.
Plus, representing the United States, how a small community in Wisconsin is about to be on a big stage. Stay with us.
Please, $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late to our warehouse and must be sold. This is your chance to save as much as 85% while it lasts. Save 55% instantly on this Ashley Sleep Hybrid mattress. Now just $5.99. Only at Ashley.
Cold winter weather's here, so why feel it inside your own home and in your wallet? USA Insulation's premium injection foam fills every crevice of your walls, even going over your existing inferior insulation. Our foam gives you high-tech comfort and saves you money on utility bills year-round. So stop bundling up and start building savings. Call now and get up to a 30% tax credit and low monthly payments.
USA Insulation.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. It's the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. See a huge selection of RVs, camping equipment, and campgrounds, all under one roof. Meet Gilbert Brown, Gridiron Great. Tickets are just $10 and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Experience the great outdoors at the Alliant Energy Center Friday through Sunday, February 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. That big crispy boy can barely fit on the bun. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's just
just a cold.
If you have high blood pressure, a cold is not just a cold. Coricidin is the #1 doctor-recommended cold and flu brand, specially designed for people with high blood pressure. Be there for life's best moments. Trust Coricidin.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late and must be sold. Whirlpool microwaves now just $199. Amana washer and dryer pairs now just $9.99. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A local Down Syndrome Achievement Center getting a big donation today. The WISC-PACT Foundation presented a $30,000 check to the center this morning. WISC-PACT provides grants to Wisconsin nonprofits dedicated to supporting people with disabilities. Gigi spends one-on-one time tutoring their students, and their programs have enabled students with Down syndrome to excel and skip grade levels in reading and math. A group of teenagers from Wisconsin are going for gold.
The Fond du Lac Blades are set to represent the United States in a junior synchronized skating competition next week. As Nicole Menner explains, this isn't the team's first time at an international event.
There are 8 junior teams throughout the country selected to represent the United States in France next week.
Make sure the left shoulder opens up.
The Fond du Lac Blades are one of them.
I'm really proud to be representing Fond du Lac. A lot of other teams are from big areas, so they can kind of gather a lot of people from around. They're more well known, but being from Fond du Lac, nobody really knows where we are.
Competing overseas has become a standard for the synchronized skating team. This will be the Blades' 6th straight season named to Team USA, but there's still an extra buzz leading up to it.
I think there's also some butterflies starting to happen a little bit too, because it is a little bit different. It does feel like, you know, a job. You're representing your country overseas, and you want to do a good job. You were chosen. You want to skate your best, and that'll be our goal.
We're constantly reminded, you know, the days are counting down, and we really need to clean things up as quick as possible. It kind of looks a little bit like the rest of our practices, but just with a little bit more energy and a little bit more pressure.
To be a member of the Blades, as you can see here, it takes rigorous training that starts months before competition season even begins. What words would you use to describe what that training is like for this team?
Let's do it again. It's intense. It's intense.
It can be very hard sometimes and like mentally challenging just because we want everything to look perfect.
Last year, the Blades competed in Austria, earning a bronze medal for the U.S.
I would love to make it on the podium.
Well, that's always a goal.
But most importantly, I would love for us to bring the best programs that we can.
The girls are more focused on making the most of the experience.
Getting off the ice and being able to say that we feel we've done all that we can and improved our score, because that's always something, you know, to be proud of.
And the chance to represent their country.
One of the best feelings is getting on the ice and hearing them say representing the United States of America. So I'm really excited to get on again and feel that rush.
The best part of the whole experience is when they say representing the United States of America. It just gives you chills, you know, and I think that is the ultimate excitement that just really gives them that final push to get on the ice and do their best.
An important programming note, CBS is carrying live coverage of the PGA Farmers Insurance Golf Tournament tomorrow afternoon. That'll start at 4 p.m., so that means live at 4. News 3 Now at 5 and 6 will be shifted over to our sister station, Television Wisconsin. It's digital channel 3.2 over the air. You can also find those newscasts on channel 14 if you're DirecTV, channel 605 on Charter Cable, and those newscasts will also be streamed at channel3000.com and at our Channel 3000 Plus streaming platform. And still ahead tonight, several local chefs getting some national attention, being nominated for what's been called the Oscars of the cooking world. We'll tell you who made the cut.
Plus, your full forecast, including a few more snow chances this week. And Gary will have all those details coming up next.
Prosecutor, now Circuit Court Judge, Janet Protasewicz.
On the Supreme Court, I'll be a common sense judge. I'll protect public safety. I believe in a woman's freedom to make her own decision on abortion. It's time for a change.
Bob's presents 2023 Furniture Resolutions. Resolution number 12, live without regrets. Comparison shopping is tough. Both of these sofas power recline. Both have USB ports, but my Avenger Power Reclining Sofa has comfy Bobapedic seating and a neat drop-down table with cup holders. Theirs doesn't. My Avenger is only $9.99. Those other guys charge $18.35. You're too savvy for that. Live without shopping regrets with my Avenger Sofa. Bob's Discount Furniture. Furniture solutions to your resolutions.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up.
But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
There's no telling what the next Wisconsin Lottery scratch game will bring. It's Scratch of the Day. This $3 game really shakes things up. If your shake matches the shake needed for that same day, you could win up to $30,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Get fresh whole chicken for just 99 cents a pound during Hy-Vee's 99-cent sale this Friday through Sunday. Get products for just 99 cents, like a 12-pack of Marichon ramen noodles, Hy-Vee potato chips, Lunchables, P3, and Hy-Vee cereal for just 99 cents each. Plus, get Honeycrisp apples for just 99 cents a pound while supplies last. Don't miss Hy-Vee's 99-cent sale this Friday through Sunday.
I'm voting for Judge Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court. She believes in our freedom to make our own decisions when it comes to abortion.
Extremists want to ban abortion, even in cases of rape and the health of the mother.
Judge Janet Protasewicz is the change Wisconsin needs.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
5 Madison chefs have been named semifinalists in the 2023 James Beard Awards, one of the top honors for a chef in the entire country.
A record-breaking number of Wisconsin nominees shows our city's food spreads far beyond its traditional stereotype of cheese and brats. Our Catherine Merck spoke to some of these local chefs about their secret to serving up success.
At Osteria Papavero.
These are called cacciapuri. These are Georgian cheese bread.
Chef Francesco Magano keeps his recipes simple.
We make our tomato sauce with 3 ingredients here: tomato, basil, and garlic. Every time you overcomplicate it, you're making something that's probably not Italian food. You can call it something else, though.
It's this strategy from his traditional Italian cooking that's gotten him national attention.
There is also recognition to the work of all these people that are here, hardworking employees, do in the front of the house, in the back of the house. It's a recognition for everybody, it's not just for me.
Established in 1991, the James Beard Awards are some of the most prestigious in the U.S. food industry, known as the Oscars of the food world.
I think we've got a really vibrant food scene here and a really dynamic group of chefs making really good food.
Andrew Hutchison of Madison Sourdough is nominated in the category of Outstanding Pastry Chef or Baker.
I spent many years waking up in the middle of the night to come in and do bakery work, and to be recognized for that just feels it feels odd, but I'm really proud of it.
He says for all 5 of the chefs nominated for these awards, the dedication to the craft is what makes them rise above the rest.
The type of work that we do here is really hard. It takes a lot of discipline, a lot of passion.
You whisk it until the flour cooks a little bit.
At Osteria Papavero, Chef Magano says this nomination doesn't change much about his kitchen. For him, the secret ingredient is simply plated with positivity.
This doesn't change the things that we do every day because, like I said, we need to make people happy.
Reporting in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
And this has been Madison's best showing in the James Beard Award program with 5 semifinalists. The winners will be announced on March 29th.
Tonight on News 3 Now at 10, have you ever suddenly seen new online ads that seem tailored to you based on your private conversations and thought, is my phone listening to me? Keeping your private conversations private, a special report. That's tonight only on News 3 Now at 10.
It's time now for a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
We have some more accumulating snow on the way. A little bit for tomorrow, a little bit more for Saturday. We do have an alert day in the forecast for Saturday and Saturday night for a general 1 to 5 inch snowfall across most of southern Wisconsin. Looks like the amounts will taper off pretty quickly to the north of Madison. The heavier amounts more likely down toward the Illinois state line. Here in Madison, probably somewhere in the 2 to 3 inch range, although those amounts could shift a little bit. On Doppler track, the first batch of snow that will arrive will be this one to our north and west across western Minnesota. That'll be in here tomorrow morning, but it'll be moving pretty quickly, so that should limit snowfall potential. But you can see it may snow hard for a short period of time as this front passes by. The 6-hour future track radar already has the snow through the Twin Cities area and probably into the Madison area by about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can see this on future track pretty well. It's right along and just ahead of a cold front where the winds shift from the south and southwest to the west and northwest behind the front. So what happens is the snow comes in early tomorrow morning. We're looking at snow basically from Madison westward through mid-morning through much of southern Wisconsin. And then by noon, most of that starts shifting off to the east. And by 5 p.m., we're down to just a few flurries, if anything. But notice the wind shift to the west and northwest. That brings in the colder air. Then with the cold air in place, the next weather system starts to develop out to the west, and that follows a track to our south, a little more favorable for accumulating snow. Notice by noon Saturday, most of southern Wisconsin seeing snow, but again, a sharp cutoff on the northern edge of this. We may see our far northern viewers with very little in the way of snow and several inches from Madison southward. By Saturday, 5 p.m., most of the snow starting to wind down, and then that moves off to the east, and we're down to just some flurries Saturday night. As far as snowfall, during the day tomorrow, probably less than an inch. Most areas might be a little bit heavier over northwestern Wisconsin, but on Saturday, we're probably looking at somewhere between about 3 and 5 inches, maybe locally 6 inches just south of the Illinois state line with about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall north of Madison. Again, those amounts taper off pretty quickly once you head north of the Dells. Then the cold air follows in behind the snow. We're looking for high temperatures only in the teens for most of next week, actually this weekend and next week, and nighttime low temperatures generally in the single digits above and below zero. Average high temperatures in the upper 20s. So planning your night, look for a low of 17 in Watertown, 18 Monroe, 20 in Lone Rock with snow developing west of Madison overnight. Tomorrow, there'll be a period of some snow showers and flurries, high temperature 32. It'll also be windy, and that snow could come down hard for a short period of time. You see this on future track, 6 a.m., snowing west of Lone Rock in the Platteville area. Most areas seeing snow through the morning hours. By early afternoon, that shifts off to the east. Then we see some breaks in the clouds tomorrow night. That allows temperatures to drop into the teens. They stay cold for Saturday. The snow comes back in from the west, spreads over most of southern Wisconsin during the day on Saturday. It starts to wind down from west to east during the early evening hours. Snowfall amounts tomorrow, less than an inch, but again, heavier down toward the Illinois state line on Saturday. 7 to 10 day forecast, very cold for most of next week. A couple of mornings we could see wind chills down to about 10 to 20 below zero, but at least just a couple of flurry chances. Otherwise, it'll be mainly dry. Temperatures should rebound for next weekend.
And coming up in sports, the Badgers are on the bubble for the NCAA tournament. What Wisconsin has to do over the next 6 weeks to get in. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Save big money on your next project at Menards. American Standard offers high-quality plumbing fixtures that you can count on. From faucets and shower heads to toilets and more, American Standard has it all. Save big money on all American Standard products. Relax and unwind with a new Whirlpool from Elger. This 10-jet corner massage bathtub offers a spa-like feel. Plus, get a free inline heater with a purchase of any Elger Whirlpool after rebate. Save big money on all Elger Whirlpools at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
The Madison Camper and RV Show is back. Experience the great outdoors at the Alliant Energy Center Friday through Sunday, February 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Need life insurance? Select Quote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And Select Quote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Select Quote. We shop, you save.
Lean back and save big this winter at the Century House. Right now, save hundreds going from one grade of stressless leather to a superior grade for free. Or save $300 and get a free battery when you purchase any stressless mic or stressless max motorized recliner. or any stressless classic power recliner. Don't miss out. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Is your phone listening to your private conversations? I'll take a deep dive to discover who could be listening through your phone and the steps you can take to protect yourself and your privacy.
Keeping your private conversations private. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
With last night's loss to Maryland, Wisconsin fell to 12-7 on the year. And with 11 games left on their schedule, every win or loss is magnified because March is right around the corner. And in ESPN's latest bracketology, the Badgers are officially on the bubble. Joe Lenardi has UW on the last 4 in line. Now, a lot can change from now until Selection Sunday, but they're going to have to get back on track. Sugar River Wrestling is fresh off a Capital South Dual Championship, but winning titles isn't the only reason Peter Swenson's part of the program. His why has 3 parts, and it's something he and his Raiders take to heart.
Keep it tight to your body.
Before his team steps out onto the mat,
nice job.
Peter Swenson offers up a reminder.
Before every single practice and every single tournament, he has his piece of paper, and he'll read one inspirational quote.
It's a grueling sport. So helping maintain a focus of, why we're here.
Sugar River's why?
Maybe it's the ride to practice.
Is a 3-part answer. To work hard.
Fast pace now, fast pace.
To help each other out.
Driving.
And to have fun.
Time.
The first part is easy.
We got to put in the work to go places, and that's what we want to do as a team.
And the Raiders know they need each other.
It is an individual sport when you're out on the mat, but during the practice times, we can really help each other out by asking the most out of each other.
As far as the fun, Swenson's got that covered.
Very good, very good, very good.
Makes a lot of jokes. Not always the greatest jokes, but...
Yeah. I think once you get to a certain age, they just kick in.
And his why
Minute go!
Is a combination of all 3.
He's always making sure people are going to be able to achieve what they're capable of doing. And he's one of the people that are like, I want you to do the best that you can through your whole entire life.
How you feeling?
Swenson works hard to help his team succeed in life.
Getting them better. If they can take something away from this chapter to help them be successful later on, I think that's a great calling that I'm so grateful that I'm in an opportunity to help somebody out with that.
And that's the fun part.
Here's that possession we just worked on. Where do we go?
Badgers got to get a win. Starts Saturday against Illinois.
You got to start turning it around.
Yeah.
March will be here before you know it, but it's feeling like January right now and looking like it.
Yeah, there were some flurries earlier today. Skies are actually clearing out to the west of Madison. There's a live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam, but you can see snow moving into western Minnesota. That'll be here by morning. Temperatures right now mainly in the 20s across Dane County. Notice it is colder out to the west, though, where skies at least temporarily clear. So look for temperatures to drop in the upper teens by late evening.
Gary, thanks. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.